So now it comes to the oedometer test. We have this metal ring down the middle. So this ring has a diameter of 17 millimeter and a thickness of 19 millimeter. So we have a clay specimen, and eventually we're going to put the soil into the ring. By basically pushing the ring into the soil. So the soil we're working with is the marine clay obtained from Hong Kong, which is very sticky with a very low shear strength. It's very soft and sticky. And then now the ring is inside, we're going to extrude both the ring with the clay. So I believe you see how sticky the soil is, and you can imagine for most reclamation projects, we're putting extra fill material on top of this sticky soft clay. So the fill material, because of the weight, is going to cause a lot of settlement in this soft clay. That's why we need to study consolidation. So a technician is very carefully removing the clays outside the ring, because later on we need to get the weight of the clay inside the ring. I mean only the clay inside the ring and not outside. And that's why we need to remove the soil which is not inside the ring. And now he's trying to make a smooth surface for the clay. And that is because later on we will apply a loading on the surface of the soil. So if the surface is not smooth, then the applied pressure will not be uniform. So he's trying to fill up some small voids to try to get it reasonably smooth. And we're also going to put on top and at the bottom of the specimen a filter paper. We need filter papers because consolidation is all about water leaving the soil. So because the particles are so fine, when the water comes out, it might bring the fine particles away from the soil sample. So we need the filter papers on top and bottom of the clay specimen. So we need the filter papers to protect our specimen so that when water leaves, it doesn't carry those fine particles away from the sample. So the bottom side, we also try to get it reasonably smooth for the same reason. And again, he's trying to clean the outside of the ring, because later on we only need the weight of the clay inside. Like I said earlier, we try to clean the outside of the ring as much as possible, and then we place a filter paper on the surface of the clay. And then we take everything to the electronic balance to get the weights of the clay, the ring, and the glass plates below, which we use to support the specimen. After we have obtained the weight of the specimen, we're going to put everything, the ring and the soil, into the oedometer cell. So we need to very carefully transfer the specimen, put it down the middle of the cell, well, in fact, right in the very middle of the oedometer cell. And then we put on the load cap and tighten up the screws. As you will see later, the load cap is where the loading goes through onto the clay specimen. And then